Centers of Regional Excellence core offices, who scored over 200 applications to identify our 27 region-level semifinalists. We also greatly appreciate the following scorers who served on our statewide application and interview selection committees. They played an integral part in recognizing the 9 finalists that we are recognizing today. A very special thank you to Dr. Diaries George, Mr. Barry Allhausen, Dr. Wanda Shelton, Mr. Brian Mclaughlin, Miss Valerie Boyles, Dr. Pamela Chapman, Ms. Noelle Blackmeyer, Dr. Anthony Sanders, Dr. Jerry Haynes, Dr. Hank Staggs, Dr. Joy Coates, and Miss Melanie Harb. We would also like to thank our amazing program sponsor, the Tennessee Organization of School Superintendents, also known as TOSS, for both their donation of funds and the time to support the Tennessee Teacher of the Year program. Dale Lynch, Executive Director of TOSS, will be joining us later in the program to recognize the 2020-21 Tennessee Teacher of the Year with a financial award made possible by TOSS and their partners. Additionally, we would like to thank the directors, supervisors, principals, and colleagues in attendance for the tremendous professional support you provide for the teachers here this evening. And just as importantly, we would like to welcome all the families and special guests of our Teacher of the Year finalists. Great teachers work long hours inside and outside the classroom. We take this moment to honor the families and friends who surround and sustain them every day. Thank you for all you do for these special teachers by both your presence here tonight and your unwavering personal support. And now I am proud to bring greetings and congratulations from Dr. Penny Schwinn, who was sworn in by Governor Lee as Tennessee's Commissioner of Education in February 2019.
Hello. Tennessee is so fortunate to have so many exceptional educators across this state, and I am thrilled to be able to talk about this year's Tennessee Teacher of the Year. There were incredible applicants and nominees from every single corner of Tennessee, and tonight we have the great opportunity of celebrating your hard work. This year is more challenging. Last spring was more challenging, but what we know to be true is that Tennessee teachers will get it done, and this year's group is no different. Thank you for your hard work. Your students, your communities, and the Department of Education appreciate everything you do.
Thank you, Commissioner Schwinn. And now it is time to recognize our honorees, starting with the finalists from the East Grand Division. From the First Corps region, Dr. Hannah Hopper. Hannah teaches English as a second language at Fairview Marguerite Elementary School in Hamblin County Schools. Through serving as a coordinator for both the ESL Task Force and Family Engagement Committee at Fairview Marguerite, Hannah realizes her passions of providing equitable education to all students and engaging community stakeholders in the educational process. From the East Corps region, Ms. Cami Lunsford. Cami teaches vocal music at Carnes Middle School in Knox County Schools. Cami strives to make her teaching purposeful, progressive, and personal to her students. Cami believes that in a world that says no, her students should hear yes, and she instills in her students that no dream is too big and it's okay to shoot for the stars. From the Southeast Corps region, Ms. Tanya Lee. Tanya teaches 6th grade math at Englewood Elementary School in McMahon County Schools. Tanya believes that we are fortunate to live in a state that offers so many diverse occupational opportunities. Therefore, it is her goal to provide students with what they need to succeed, whether they choose to enter the workforce upon high school graduation or enter a post-secondary institution to continue their education. Now the finalists from the Middle Grand Division. From the Upper Cumberland Corps region, Ms. Teresa Buckner. Teresa teaches 8th grade science at White County Middle School and White County Schools. Teresa believes that in order for our students to have a desire to become future leaders, find purpose, and become lifelong learners, we must show them how what we teach in the classroom applies to real life. Teresa ensures that education transcends her classroom by allowing her students to use scientific inquiry and data to problem solve real-world challenges. From the Mid-Cumberland Core region, Ms. Lauren England. Lauren teaches 3rd grade at Fall Hamilton Elementary School and Metro Nashville Public Schools. Lauren believes that her role as a teacher is not confined within the 4 walls of her classroom or only to the year that she has a student in class. Instead, she sees her role as lifelong dedication to helping students mature into community leaders. From the South Central Core region, Dr. Samantha Stevens. Samantha teaches calculus and algebra 2 at Tullahoma High School and Tullahoma City Schools. Samantha's teaching philosophy is that all students can be successful learners of mathematics as long as effective instructional practices are implemented, appropriate instructional tools are used to enhance student understanding, and instructional supports are provided to address the individual learning needs of students. Now recognizing the finalists from the West Grand Division. From the Northwest Core region, Ms. Catherine Madden Buchetta. Katie teaches English 3, Advanced Placement Human Geography, and ACT preparation at Peabody High School in Trenton Special Schools District. Katie believes that education is about the creation of productive, knowledgeable, and responsible citizens who will leave this world a little better than when better than when they found it. Her greatest accomplishment is knowing that she has changed lives for her students and for her community. From the Southwest Core region, Ms. Candice Sanders. Candice teaches 6th grade math and science at Haws Elementary School and Lauderdale County Schools. For Candace, teaching is not solely about instructing. It's about facilitating, encouraging, and providing adequate opportunities for learning to occur. Candace wants her students to take pride in their learning and desires to create a love for learning that will last a lifetime. And from the Shelby County and Municipals region, Mr. Daniel Warner. Daniel teaches both U.S. History and Advanced Placement U.S. History at East High School and Shelby County Schools. Daniel became a teacher because he was passionate about community development work in under-resourced neighborhoods. Bringing both a sense of humor to his classroom and a focus on the social emotional needs of the students in his care, Daniel is committed to making a classroom space where his students feel safe, seen, and loved. Congratulations to our 9 Tennessee Teacher of the Year finalists. 3 of these 9 teachers will be named as Grand Division Teachers of the Year. But first, Please enjoy this special video of congratulation messages for our 9 Teacher of the Year finalists.
Hey everyone, Governor Bill Lee here. Tennessee is fortunate to have so many high-quality educators that now more than ever are digging in and ensuring that our students receive a good education. Congratulations to the 2020-21 Tennessee Teacher of the Year finalists for this much-deserved recognition. We know the coronavirus pandemic has significantly shifted the lives of many Tennesseans, changed the way we look at regular events and activities. But even though we're not together in person, I continue to be inspired by your dedication to your students in keeping them safe and healthy and learning this year. Thank you. And again, congratulations.
This is State Senator Mike Bell congratulating our Teacher of the Year finalists from McMinn County, Tanya Lee. Tanya, Englewood, the McMinn County is a better place because of you. And I appreciate what you do. And again, congratulations on being nominated for Teacher of the Year.
Hello, everyone. This is State Senator Ed Jackson in West Tennessee. I want to congratulate Ms. Candice Sanders of Haws, Tennessee Elementary School for being a finalist for Teacher of the Year for Tennessee. It's a huge honor, and I really hope you win. Ms. Sanders, I have this big, juicy red apple for you. Ms. Sanders, it looks so good, I had to have it myself. I owe you an apple, Ms. Sanders. Good luck, and I hope you win.
Ms. Lee, I just want to congratulate you on being named as a finalist for Tennessee Teacher of the Year. Englewood School has a long and storied history of academic excellence, and quite frankly, it's because of teachers like you, who not only have a love for their students, but also possess a deep connection to this wonderful community. So while I'm proud to represent you in Nashville, I'm even prouder that you represent my alma mater and my hometown in competing for this prestigious award. So again, congratulations and best of luck.
Hello, I'm Chris Hurt, State Representative for the 82nd District. I represent Lauderdale, Crockett, and Haywood counties here in West Tennessee. I want to take a minute to congratulate Candice Sanders of Haws Elementary for being selected as a finalist for Teacher of the Year. As a former educator, I understand the dedication it takes to do your job. Therefore, on behalf of parents and students, I would like to wish you the best of luck.
As I mentioned, 3 of the 9 Teacher of the Year finalists have been selected to represent the East, Middle, and West Grand Division of our state. So let's find out who they are. The East Tennessee Grand Division Teacher of the Year winner is Hannah Hopper, Fairview Marguerite Elementary and Hamlin County Schools. The Middle Grand Division Teacher of the Year winner is Lauren England, Fall Hamilton Elementary and Metro Nashville Public Schools. The West Tennessee Grand Division Teacher of the Year winner is Daniel Warner, East High School and Shelby County Schools. Congratulations to each of you. Each of you exemplifies what it means to be a truly exceptional teacher, committed to doing great things with every child every year. We congratulate all of our Grand Division winners and thank you for what you do for Tennessee students. Approximately 1 year ago, Brian Mclaughlin was selected as the 2020-21 Teacher of the Year, and Brian has had a busy year. He began the school year in Hamlin County Schools and serves as a math teacher in Morristown Hamlin High School West. During the last 12 months, he's provided a voice for Tennessee educators in conversations with state and national leaders, parents, and educators throughout the state and across the nation. It is now my honor to share a few reflections from Brian's experience as the 2019-20 Tennessee Teacher of the Year.
It's a delight to serve as the keynote speaker tonight and to serve as a welcoming voice for the new crop of regional teachers selected by the state of Tennessee to serve on the Teacher Advisory Council. The dreams and the things in your heart that you carry are so powerful, and I'm so excited to partner with you on this journey you're getting ready to begin. I had the chance to be part of the selection committee for the State Teacher of the Year this year. So while we haven't met yet, I have had the chance to see how you did in your interviews and share the things that are important to you, the things that are on your hearts. And I was blown away. I was blown away not just by the skills you so obviously carry or by the great amount of experience that you bring to the table, but by the passion and the care that you have for each and every child in your classrooms. It was so evident from the get-go that I am privileged to work with an amazing group of educators this year. So thank you for sharing that gift with me. I hope that you are feeling very encouraged and very blessed and very honored tonight because you deserve that. Last year, it looked a little different. We had a banquet with some pretty good food. We got to take selfies with our friends and our families. But I'd encourage you to find your own way to celebrate. And I promise when we meet to do something, whether it's bringing you a burger, I don't know, whatever I can afford on my teacher budget. But I want to show you how much I appreciate you when we have the chance to get together in a special way that can only happen face to face. In the meantime, I hope that your schools and your students and your families are giving you all the love and all the celebration that you need. You know, there are a lot of things it's very clear that you carry on your hearts. And I have to tell you, when I was in your shoes last year, I felt a great pressure on me to make sure I did everything just right, to make sure that there were no wasted opportunities, that anytime I had the chance to get up and represent a kid, to be a voice for a teacher, that I did it and did it with excellence. Well, this year has looked a little different than I expected it to, and I've had to learn how to forgive myself and how to adjust my expectations. And I think at this point, we're all pretty familiar with how to do that. If you aren't, you're having a really bad time right now, and I'll be praying for you. But I'll tell you, my own personal journey this year, I feel like I'm supposed to share a little extra with you tonight and be a little more vulnerable than I initially thought I would be. So here I go. I had the chance to work in Hamlin County schools for 12 years with some great teachers and some great principals, working with some of the best kids that I could ever hope to work with, who have given me memories that I will carry with me till the very last day of my life. And some of them are a little hard, but you and I both know as teachers just how awesome they can be too. I carry things here in my office at home with me that my students have given me. One of my students, Brandon, gave me that cool pencil sculpture in the background that you see. I try to always have it when I do teacher meetings because he cared about me a lot. And I know that he would get a real kick out of, in some way, being with me in spirit as I get to speak with others and encourage others across the state. This fall, I got to speak at the LEAD conference, and you'll get some really cool opportunities like that. It might be virtual at first, but there are a lot of things to be really excited about. I hope that you are thinking about how you'll want to use your very valuable voice this year. I got thrown a curveball at the end of November, though. I was teaching in my classroom right after Thanksgiving, and I started to have some pain in my legs. I have had some pain come and go over the years, and it had always been, you know, something I could live with, but this particular day it became something overwhelming. And so I rushed to the emergency room, and a day at the hospital and being sent from doctor to doctor, when it was all said and done, I got diagnosed with a nerve condition that was difficult to treat. And depending on the patient, it can have some very serious long-term consequences. So I was forced to step away from teaching for the month of December, which broke my heart. I didn't know then that I was being prepared for what every teacher would face in the state that spring. But I feel your heartache, and I have felt it several times over. Being away from my kids was awful, and I never want to do that again. So I had surgery in January, thinking that I would get back in the classroom a few weeks later and smooth sailing from there. Well, not only did we have some COVID-related problems, but the surgery was not successful. And I was faced with the possibility that all of my dreams for my career and all the expectations I had for influencing young people were gone. That was easily the most difficult thing that has ever happened to me. I've only wanted to teach since I was a kid, and this is my calling and the only thing I've ever wanted to do. And it was like having every dollar I had ever earned, every relationship I had ever worked for, being pulled away from me. Everything of value was gone. And again, I felt like such a failure. I felt like the State Department had expected me to be a certain person, and suddenly I wasn't able to be that person. I'm going to tell you, I think we've all had to deal with that on some level this year as we've related and dealt with COVID-related things. But I didn't give up, and it took some time for me to bounce back and to get my spirits back, but I decided I would do some research. And so I put the skills to use that I would give my students, and I went online and found a surgeon in St. Louis who was world renowned. And I put my application skills I give my kids to use. And normally it's to get a scholarship, but for me, I was using them to get a surgery. And so I was finally approved, and I had to take 2 trips to St. Louis, and my father drove me up twice, and it has been a long several months. But I had my 5th and final surgery just recently, and got a notice from my doctor post-surgery saying that she felt like everything that was wrong with my nerves in my legs had been addressed, and I will be able to soon start driving and standing and teaching. and teaching. So I got filled with hope, but I want to make sure you're filled up with hope too. That's very important to me. I've talked to a lot of teachers in the state who have said that they're worried about the state of education and concerned about what the future of teaching will look like, who are worried about not just diseases, but the state of their dreams and their hopes for their futures. I've had to deal with that too, my friends. I've had to face the fact that sometimes things don't work out the way you expect them to, and you have to recalibrate. But I will tell you, while I got knocked down, I am not dead. I am not out, and neither are you. And I am cheering for you, and I hope you are cheering for me. I believe that while I am physically standing up again and learning to get on my 2 feet, that you are learning to stand in this season, and that you are becoming alive in new ways. I just release as much encouragement as I possibly can in this video call. I hope that every dream that you have laid down in the season, you have picked up again and found its value and been renewed in your vision for its importance. Because the things that you have carried that you have always deemed important and of value are still important and of value. Treat yourself like you would treat your students when they have a dream that they are afraid they have to let go of. Remind them of their passion. Remind them of the things in their hearts. Remind them of things that are true. You are valuable, you are important, and it is your voice that our world needs right now. For every child that needs an advocate, I pray that there is a teacher like you willing to speak up for them. We're going to have to work in creative ways, in innovative ways, in ways we never thought we would before. And we're going to have to make sure we're working as a team, because any dream big enough, worth fighting for, cannot be done as a solo pursuit. We need each other. And I declare that even though this year has been extremely difficult for you, maybe in ways that are unique to you, and for me in ways that are unique to me, in ways that we share. Even though this year has been hard, it will not end the same way. I am picking up my dreams and dusting them off, polishing them up, and learning to stand in this season. And I am determined to share that boldness with the people around me. I'm so excited to see what kinds of stories you collect this year as you move into historically unprecedented times and do what I believe will be some of the best teaching of your careers. I believe that you will find ways to connect with kids individually, even if it's virtually, that you will find ways to help them see their values, have a picture for their futures, and feel prepared to step into them. I appreciate everything you have done and everything you will continue to do. And I pray that you never stop being yourselves, because you is exactly what this world needs right now. Nothing less, nothing watered down, you. And to the Teacher Advisory Council, to the 9 regional leads that our Tennessee leaders have selected to represent the over 65,000 teachers in the state of Tennessee. It's your voice that has been selected to serve as a mouthpiece for your colleagues. You should be empowered to step onto the platform that's being presented in front of you and to speak with boldness the things that are in your heart. Don't wait for permission. You have our permission. And I'm excited to see what kinds of things come out of you when you open up your mouths. I'm really excited about the times that we're about to spend together this year. I'm just so overjoyed and blessed to be part of your team. In any way that I can support you, please contact me. And to Commissioner Schwinn, thank you for leading us during these very difficult times. You have been an inspiring and determined vision for what I hope our leaders across the state are aspiring to be like. You never stop thinking about kids first. And while we haven't been able to be connected the way I hoped that we would be this year, you have never stopped inspiring me. And I thank you. Now, to everyone watching, get ready to send out some big congratulations to these 9 awesome educators. Get ready to celebrate big and loud and let them feel all the praise and all the honor you're sending their way. Love them in ways that run through your mind, whether it's a letter in the mail, a message on Facebook, however you feel led to do that. But they need a little extra during this time. And my people are going to make sure, I'm going to make sure my people are honored right now. My name is Brian Mclaughlin. I'm privileged to be an educator in Tennessee, and I thank you for this opportunity to speak.
Thank you, Brian. It has been an honor to work with you. At this time, we will enjoy a short intermission while the commissioner prepares to surprise this year's Teacher of the Year at their watch party. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we will reconvene in approximately 5 minutes. Again, we will reconvene in approximately 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we will start in approximately 1 minute. Welcome back to the virtual Tennessee Teacher of the Year announcement. We have now come to a very special moment in our program. Tonight, one of the 9 finalists will be named Tennessee's 2021 Teacher of the Year. This person will have the opportunity to work with many educators and leaders across the state and also represent Tennessee in the National Teacher of the Year program. Soon, we're going to go live to Commissioner Schwinn, who will surprise the 2021 Tennessee Teacher of the Year at their watch party. However, before we go live, we would like to share some comments that others have made about the teaching talents of the 2021 Teacher of the Year. One colleague said there is not Teacher of the Year. One colleague said there is not a more dedicated, talented, and creative teacher than this educator. And this educator is already profoundly changing lives for the better in the classroom. The school principal said this educator is absolutely one of the finest educators with whom I have ever worked, as their commitment to children is unrivaled. This educator is a key member of not just our school, but also our community. Overall, this educator epitomizes what it means to be a remarkable, dedicated teacher. This educator has said, right now, many aspects of American life are rapidly changing. Public education is part of those changes, and we need to take advantage of this momentum to support schools like never before. We must be brave in the face of change, believe in possibility, and bank on the magic of a new beginning. I could not have said it better myself. Now, the moment has come. Let's go live to Commissioner Schwinn. Commissioner Schwinn, are you ready?
I am. I am so excited to announce the 2021 Teacher of the Year is Cami Lunsford from Knox County.
Congrats, Cami.
Congratulations. We'll do like a big air hug. Yeah. Oh, congratulations. I know, we'll let you take a deep breath. Yeah. I know. So this is obviously one of the biggest things we can do for teachers. This has been a really hard job this year for all of you out there who've been in the classroom, and it is just my total honor to be able to just celebrate and congratulate our 2021 Teacher of the Year. Thank you so much. We can't wait for you to represent Tennessee. We'll put you on the spot if you want to say a few words.
I don't know if you can hear me. Thank you so much. If you're a teacher watching, this isn't special. We are all working hard. Keep doing what you're doing. We're going to change the world regardless of what happens. Thank you so much.
Ms. Lunsford? I'm Dale Lynch, Executive Director with the Tennessee Organization of School Superintendents. We work with superintendents just like your fine superintendent here, Mr. Thomas. And I'm going to ask him to come join me if you would, please. You come right here, stand right here. Commissioner, can you join us as well? You've allowed us to come to the party, so I'm going to ask you to come right here. Perfect, right here.
Okay.
And we have several partners with our association, ENA, the Trust, Central Tech, NGU, and American Fidelity, and they have provided you with a check to Miss Cami Lunsford of $3,000, along with several of our other regional winners too. But on behalf of TOSS, we want to say congratulations for a job well done. Thank you for being a legend here at Carnegie.
Okay.
Right.
Very good. I'm supposed to do this, but I'm just super afraid.
Oh, that's fine. You just pull them.
She knows how to do it.
All right, and with that, I will turn it back over to Martha.
Congratulations, Cami. We look forward to the coming year and feel confident that Tennessee teachers will be well represented through your work. To all of our finalists, congratulations on this achievement and thank you for the incredible passion and hard work with which you serve your students each day. We look forward to your year of service on the Tennessee Teacher Advisory Council. Each of you exemplifies what it means to have the heart of a teacher, and you represent the best teachers in our nation, Tennessee teachers. Lastly, to our honored guests, thank you for celebrating with us tonight and have a wonderful evening. Congratulations, everyone.